Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a new day and I didn't upload a video yesterday because I filmed it and I realized that the lighting was pretty bad and I didn't want to upload a video with bad quality because I already don't edit my videos, and bad quality, those two together, it was gonna be not a good video. So I want to upload things that you guys are gonna like and that are good enough for you to spend your time watching me. So let's get started. Today we're doing a full face of Korean makeup, and I'm using maybe a few items just like this and something that I think ColourPop is Chinese, so I guess be doing like Asian makeup. So anyways, let's get started by misting the face. I'm using this Bulgarian rose water. It's a serum from Hamish. A mist from Hamish. Look at the bottle, it's super cute. I've used this before, and I can't really talk too much on how, what I look for when I use mist is that the misting is even and that it's like very light and airy, not airy, but like that it mists evenly and that it just looks, feels even and nice on the skin. I'm gonna go now with, I'm like talking really fast, and that's because my aunt, who my dad left in the testament to take care of me and my sister, as in like doing all the paperwork and stuff, she's coming over at 5 and it's 4:20. So I'm trying to I'm not gonna hurry up. She's gonna be with my boyfriend while I film this video, but I'm nervous. So if you guys hear me talk a little too fast or something like that, let me get you closer. It's because of that. It's because I'm a little nervous of how things are gonna go. She's awesome, so I'm sure things will go great with her, but it's just more like maybe hearing things that worry me, or I don't know. It's the first time it's happened to me. Like the death of my father is the first time, so I don't really know how things go. This says it's a base, but now I realize that they call this a base, but it's a primer. So for them, it's like a base for your makeup. But for us, it would be a primer. I applied quite a lot because I prepped my skin a while ago, and I want my skin to be as moisturized as possible. And this has sunscreen, it has SPF 50? SPF 50, yes. So this is a great base for your makeup if you don't like to wear a base with sunscreen because you feel that it affects the way that the foundation applies. Then you can use a primer with SPF. But we have the Artlist Cushion Foundation, and this one also has SPF 50. And to be honest, yesterday, and it has an extra one. Yesterday when I applied it, I was in love with it. Hopefully it's not because it was dark or something, and I like it as much this time. And the applicator, I thought I was gonna hate it, and I actually used it. It comes white, and here it's white, and once you tap it, the product comes out. And then it's just super easy to just tap around the face. I would say this is like a light to medium coverage, but it feels like you have nothing on your skin, which is what I'm always looking for. I'm always looking for something that feels very lightweight, because I realize now, before when you meet someone, you're flirting with someone and you first meet someone, you want to wear makeup every time you see them because you want them to see you look perfect and whatever. When I first met my boyfriend, I would wear makeup every day. And now that we live together, he sees me with my masks on. He sees me with my hair like this when I wake up in the morning. He's seen me in every situation. So now I don't really care about wearing makeup all day. So I'm not used to wearing makeup all day anymore. unless I go to like a party and stuff, I'm not thinking about the makeup. But if I'm at home, I feel like the makeup is annoying me. So finding foundations that are super, super, look how like lightweight it is. And this light makes it look like my spots are a lot darker, like my eyebrows are a lot darker. It makes everything look darker for some reason. But yeah, I don't have the lighting on. Wait, let me see. That could be it. Yeah, the lighting wasn't on, but still, you can barely see my spots in person. Like, I don't even see them to the naked eye. I think it's more like the camera has better eyesight than I do. So, anyways, I forgot to grab a concealer, but I might not use a concealer. I don't know if I need a concealer or if I should just... Yeah, let me grab a concealer really quickly right here. I have my little makeup bag, which is a disaster. And I'm gonna go with Ilia, which is not Korean, you guys, but I don't have time to go look for a Korean. Yesterday I did the same thing and I broke my brush. I like stepped on it, I broke in half my makeup brush. I don't know why I don't just go around and whatever. Go around and sit down like a normal person. So the reason why I'm applying concealer is not because I feel like I need more coverage. It's because I like to highlight certain areas of my face. So that's why I'm using this one, which is lighter than the foundation that I'm using. If you use concealer with the exact same shade, it's obviously not gonna create that illusion of lightening those areas, you know? So that's pretty much the only reason why I'm using concealer, because I feel like the foundation really covered up. Am I crooked? A little bit? Maybe? I don't know. So we'll go quickly. We're just gonna tap on. This is the way that I always do my concealer. Like, I do it around my nose. I just do a dot on the eye. As I always say, there's no reason to apply concealer all the way like this. Like, yes, you can tap it on and then go like this all the way here, you know? But when you're applying it, don't apply it like this, because you only have dark circles right here. There's no point in applying a bunch of product right there. So it's only what's left over from this that I end up applying on the rest of the eye area. And the nose, I use it to like brighten up the nose a little bit, brighten up the bridge of the nose. So there we go. My eyes are stinging because I'm pretty sure I got foundation on my eyes. But anyways, I always keep on cleaning my lips because there's nothing that I hate more than feeling foundation on my lips. So I'm gonna prep my lips with a Petite Fille Oil Blossom Lip Mask. And this Petite Fille is actually made in Korea. Yeah, I was looking for a mask that was Asian. So I love this mask. It's really, really good. It's a little thicker than Laneige. And to me, the thicker the mask, the better, because it will last longer on your face. I'm gonna, let's see, it's a little, like the foundation is still a little sticky. Not super sticky, but it's a little sticky. Where's my sponge? Oh, it's a little sticky. So I'm gonna try to go with a bronzer and see if it doesn't stamp on too much. Or maybe I should just add a little bit of powder instead of adding it at the end. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of powder. This kind of powder, the Misha powder, has like a bluish, a green, and a rosy tone. Very, very, look, very, very like sheer. So what this does is it helps with discoloration, and it just helps with what was I trying? It just helps with color correction. That's what it was. It helps with color correction. So even after applying the powder, the foundation still feels very dewy. So I don't think it was a bad idea to apply the powder first, because this is a really dewy foundation. And if you don't like dewy foundations, you're probably gonna hate this, but I love dewy foundations. And if I'm using a dewy foundation that's very sticky, I apply more powder. Like right now, I'm applying way more than I usually would. But the oils from my face will come through later on, and like you won't look cakey or powdery. And I don't think I look cakey or powdery right now yet. No, it's fine. Look at my mirror, you guys. It's so dirty, but it's just from right now. Like, I don't have it like this. It's just that I get it dirty with my sticky little fingers full of makeup. Why do I keep seeing this looking? You guys, I'm sorry. That took a while. I'm sorry, guys. I always drink a ton of liquids while I'm filming. Now we're gonna go with the 3CE Staldana Magic Touch Face Maker. But it's not only when I'm filming. I drink a ton of liquids all the time. And the dermatologist that I'm seeing told me it was normal for me to be more thirsty than usual, which I thought was so interesting. Like when you lose someone, you're more thirsty than usual. And I was like, what? Like that? I don't understand the science behind it, but I could tell that it was truth because I am more thirsty than usual. So instead of me getting up and me not knowing how to crop the video, one of the girls that works here is one of the girls who works here just gonna fill up my cup again, because if I get up, you guys will be waiting here for 5 to 10 minutes, and obviously that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna do that to you guys. So anyways, this is a really nice bronzer, and it has like a highlighter here. So I think I'm gonna use this highlighter in combination with this from Roman ND. You guys, this is called a Cotton Contour, and it's not from Roman ND, it's from Misha. These little things are expensive. Like, you see this online and you're like expecting like a larger packaging, you know? Like, you're expecting like to get your big like highlighter, and you end up with that little thing, and it's like, what? Like, Korean makeup, if you get like good quality, it's not cheap, especially if you're buying it from a different country, like me in Mexico. Like, I'm sure that if I went to Korea, it would be a lot cheaper, but flying to Korea would be a lot more expensive than buying makeup from Korea and shipping it here. So I just do that. And I still have a little bit of Korean makeup to, well, not a little bit. There's still quite a big order coming in that I can keep doing Korean makeup videos. And I don't think they're very popular, because I've looked up Korean makeup videos and apparently not a lot of people do them. And that must be because not a lot of people watch them. I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know why there's no more Korean videos, like Korean makeup videos. Like, also, like, I've also Googled like Mexican brand videos. There's not that many. It's mostly American brands that are shown, and I guess it's because they're like sold more like all over the world. I have no idea, you guys, but I was like, okay, well, if there's not a lot of Korean makeup being shown on YouTube, I'll do it. Like, why not? Because there's a lot of really good Korean products, and I know that because Koreans are all about perfect skin and looking like flawless. So I was like, okay, so I'll be doing that. I think I like darken up this area too much, so I'm just gonna darken up here and up here. And we're gonna do our blush. Oh, I forgot to add the highlighter. So I'm gonna add a little bit of highlighter, and then I'll go in with the blush, and then I'll go in with the other highlighter. So this, I'll do a swatch of both, so you can see if this would suit you. I think this suits like a light to light medium shade. And I actually like the consistency, it's pretty nice. This is what the highlighter looks like. God, my face looks so horrible on camera. If you guys, does it ever happen to you guys that you look at yourself, like you're doing your makeup and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, damn, I look good, and then you take a picture and you're like, what happened here? Yeah, that's me. Every time I film, I'm like, I think I look good in the mirror, and then I look at myself in the camera and I'm just like, are we looking at different faces, or which one's the right one? You know? Like, is my face this face or the one on the camera? Who knows? I hope it's the one that I look at. Anyways, I have these two blushes. They're from the Siam. That's what it's called. I don't know. I've bought some sheet masks from them before. I remember this blush being super duper extra pigmented. So I'm gonna be super careful with it. Like 1-2 taps, and then tap it on the back of my hand, and then just go in. Yesterday, I ended up having to swipe it all over my hand to get it off because I swirled it like this. And it was crazy how pigmented it was. I don't like things to be so pigmented, but now that I know, like, it's just easier, you know, you just know, and you don't swirl it 1,000 times, and that's it. And now I'm gonna go with a rosy tone, this one, which is like, this reminds me of that really famous Dior blush, which I have and I love. But this one's not as pigmented at all. It's weird. They're the same brand, but one is super pigmented and the other one's not. Like this one, see, you can barely see, but it is adding like a baby pink color to my face. Pasen. No me lo he tomado tanto, pero échale más hielos y ya me va a durar, yo creo que para el resto. Gracias, Glo. Okay, I don't know if this is enough blush for my taste, so I might go in with the other really pigmented blush that I got scared by. Tap it on my hand. Look, like, just look how pigmented that is. Like, just by tapping it on my hand, and I barely tapped it on the container. So, pasen. Gracias, Lo.
¿Regreso?
No, ya no. Gracias. All right. Okay, I think this is blushy enough. I love adding blush, like a little bit of blush under my eyes. I don't like my under eyes to look very pale compared to the rest of my face. Because I feel like when you go to the beach and you get a little bit of a sunburn, like this area doesn't end up white and then this is red. Like I feel like you sunburn all over this area, you know? And I love that sunburn look. So I do like a W, like whoop, 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 like this. And I go all the way up to the temples. I'm actually gonna add more to the temples because I always add more to the temples. I love that blush that like Patrick Ta and a lot of makeup artists do, that they go all the way up to the temples and they kind of end up mixing it in with the eye look. Like they do the eye look all the way to the temples and then mixes in with a blush. That's kind of what I like. So anyways, now we're gonna go into brows because I don't feel like myself when my brows are not done. So look, I tried this little pencil yesterday, which is from Roman Andy, and it was not cheap. I'm pretty sure it was like $25 or something like that. And it's way too light for me. Like, and look, like I'm rubbing it in pretty hard. And look how much is staying. Like, this is definitely for someone blonder than me. And oh, okay, it's staying better than yesterday because I powdered my face. if I wouldn't have powdered with the cream underneath, it wouldn't have stayed. So I'm gonna use a little bit of this and then do more dimension with the other color as well. Well, with the one from She Glam. So you guys can see how this one works. So if you have a lighter hair tone, the thing is, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna say you could buy this shade, but why would you buy this shade when you can just go and buy the one from She Glam, which is, I guess that depends on your morals. If you don't want to buy from like a store like Shein or something because of a specific reason, then I mean, I don't really see the point of buying something Korean unless you're doing videos. And like, no, not unless you're doing videos. Like I would buy everything Korean. Like skincare is amazing, basic foundations, blushes, everything. But eyebrow pencils, like you can get such good eyebrow pencils in the US that you don't really need to buy eyebrow pencils in Korea, you know? And unless sometimes you can find really cheap eyebrow pencils. I've seen them, but it's one of those like I've seen like really cheap bulk makeup, you know, and I'm not buying bulk makeup to do a video. So, and you know, me telling you that is useless anyways, because I don't think you're gonna buy bulk makeup either unless you have a store. And yeah, they sell you like the pencils super cheap for like $3, but you have to buy like a bulk of 25 or 50, and like who needs that unless you have a store? Anyways, my eyebrows are playing me today. Okay, yeah, they're looking pretty good. And to set them, I'm using the She Glam Set Me Up Brow Gel. Woo, this is gooey. This looks a little bit like the applicator from, I think they were trying to go for like something similar to the 24 brow setter from Benefit. But to be honest, this isn't bad. And if you don't want to spend that much on a brow setter like the one from Benefit, I would recommend this, but it's not as good. I just feel like this brush is a little harder, so it doesn't bend as easily to like do your brows the way you want them to be like stamped, you know? You know what I mean? Or does that not make sense? The other brush is a little more bendy, so it's easier to work with it. All right. I keep saying, all right, what? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry about the drinking. If you guys, I know everyone says this. If you take a shot every time I say this, or if you take a shot every time I do this, but if you take a shot every time I drink something, you might end up a little drunk. Okay. Now to my least favorite part, which was a disaster yesterday, is because I tried to use, for the third time today is gonna be my third time to try to use these shimmers. And I'll explain to you why. It's because these shimmers, I'll get them close to you, are so different to the ones we're used to. I'm gonna show them to you. They stick on the finger, and once you try to put them on your eye, they just fly like, okay, wait. See, nothing. Those big sparkles, that one's good. Those chunky sparkles, but it's still good. Wait. This one's gonna be a good one, good one, good one, bad one, maybe good one. Like, I'm not used to working with this chunky sparkles, so they wouldn't like stick to the eye look. And for some reason, I was using a brown palette, this Roman and D, they're both from the same brand. And these palettes are expensive, you guys. I paid $50 for each one, so, or more. So these browns look a lot lighter on than on the palette, and then I was mixing it with these colors and it just looked weird. So I grabbed this one from She Glam, and I was gonna try just to do this with this, which I know for a fact would look great, but I was like, no, let's take the high road. Let's do what's a little harder, and let's just try to create a look that I couldn't create yesterday and use those shades that drove me crazy yesterday. I'm gonna see if I can get you closer. I swear these shades drove me crazy yesterday, and that's also why I didn't upload the video. It was the light. The thing is, like, it took me so long to get a decent look, and I didn't think it was decent. And they told me in the kitchen, like, everyone that's there, like, when I walked in the kitchen, they were like, oh, your makeup looks great. It looks better than the day that you went to that wedding, just a wedding I went to recently. And I was like, really? Like, I think it looks horrible. And to me, it didn't look good at all. So I'm pretty much just setting down a brownie base. I'm not gonna, like, you don't need to be a scientist. Like, I use this one to just do the whole eye area, and I'm using this one to darken up, and then I'll be using the last darkest one to deepen the crease. So I'm darkening up the whole eye area first with the last darker, with a, like, one before the last darker one. Sometimes I speak in so many wrong ways, or I feel like I say things the wrong way, and I invent my own way of speaking, but I'm sure my bilingual friends will understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so there we go. We have a good set, like, we have a good amount of brown. Now I'm just gonna do the crease. Don't worry, I'm gonna blend it right, don't worry. So I think this brown with the sparkles was the one that made it look crazy, but I can't not look that crazy today because I told you I'm seeing my aunt. So I don't wanna just play with so many sparkles as I did yesterday, because I tried to add almost like so many colors just to see if something would look good, and nothing ended up looking good, and it was so frustrating. So for my under eye, I'm definitely adding like something a little brownie. Not too brown, but something brownie. Okay. All right. I think that's a good enough brown. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of pink to my under eye as well. It's a very, very light pink. Yeah, I like it. Now we're going on to the fun part. Yay! The shimmers that drove me nuts yesterday. I'm gonna have to be careful with which ones I choose. I'm not choosing this sparkles, this kind of sparkles, or this kind of sparkles, because when you try to stick this to a brown eye, I feel like this should just go with maybe like a rosy base, like kind of like this, and then just add the sparkles. But with brown, it didn't look that good, to be honest. So I think I'm going in, let's see. Let's look at these two. I think I'm gonna go in with this one. Yeah. I think it's gonna be our best bet. Oh, we also have this one. Let's see. Oh no, now that I'm going it's not looking so good. Oh yeah. The pinky one. I'm gonna go with the golden one and maybe go with the pinky one afterwards. Let's see. Really have to dig in your finger. Like, look at how much I've dug out of this one. Just trying to get, like, I would never recommend this palette to you guys unless this is how Koreans do their makeup, and unless you want, I'm not sure how Koreans do their makeup with this kind of shadows. That's what I was trying to say. So unless you're from Korea and you know how to do your makeup with this kind of shadows, then go ahead. But if you want to go crazy trying to make the shadows work, then suit yourself. This is the only shadow that I would get use out of this palette. And I can't give it to anyone unless it's a 5-year-old and she loves sprinkles, or like a 7-year-old, you know. But I can't really give it to anyone that I know because they're not going to be able to use it. Like, if I consider myself decent at makeup and it was difficult, I'm using the pinky one now. I consider myself good at makeup and it was difficult for me to work with it. I can't even imagine like someone who never wears makeup or barely knows anything about makeup trying to work this out. Like, it's a nightmare. A legit nightmare. So now I'm just gonna blend this area so that the pink sparkles just blend a little, because with the finger they get stuck. So I think we created a decent eye look. It's just cute. Like, you know, I am gonna highlight my inner corner. That I am gonna do. Oh, I didn't bring something. Let's see. Let me clean this up. Let's see if this works. Oh, this might be too no, this isn't gonna work as an inner highlighter. I'm gonna use the Cotton Contour, which is the highlighter that I was gonna apply on my cheeks. I'm using this to highlight my eyes because it's a lot thinner. Like, the powder is a lot thinner. And with this brush, which is very pointy, I can actually make a very pointy highlighter. Adding more. It's not the most highlighty stuff, but I don't need more. I like to point in my highlighter like longer than where my eye ends, you know, just like going in longer like this, like really going in. There we go. And now the other eye. Oh, I forgot to tap it and it ended up going, well, I was gonna go there anyways. Yeah, so I just blended in kind of like a little bit here, a little bit here. And it's a super simple, I'm gonna go in a little over here, like this, so that there's a bit of a gradient. And a little over here. So this area is a little whiter, and then you get what I'm saying. And now with this dark brown, I'm gonna do kind of like an eyeliner, like as I always do, which is my preferred method. So let me spray this. Well, let me grab it and then spray it, because sometimes it makes palette, I mean the thing just become okay. Anyways, I'm not gonna explain that. I'm just saying, try to spray after you've grabbed the powder, because otherwise it can hard pan. So for this, you guys, the easiest eyeliner ever. You look straight and stamp. There we go. Easiest eyeliner ever. And once you've stamped, you go along the lash line, not all the way, because you want to keep like the lightness of the rest of the eye, you know? So now we look straight and stamp. This eye always revolves at me. Like, this eye is always kind of like an a-hole. You can extend it a little bit more with whatever's left over, or you can double stamp it and have something darker. But I just want to keep it very simple today because yeah, I told you guys I'm having a meeting right now, so I don't want to look too overdone. I'm adding some of this cotton whatever from Misha highlighter, and I think we're just gonna curl our lashes. I was gonna do I have all these Roman Andy lip colors, but I'm just gonna use one, and then on another day when I have more time, I will swatch each and every one of them for you guys. This is a Juicy Lasting Tint in Almond Rose. My lips are really rosy, and I think it's because this is too rosy. Wow. Whoa. I'm gonna pat and remove the excess so that it just looks like my lips are naturally like this. But it's a really good tint because it like stains your lips like really well. So we're just gonna add a tiny little bit more blush because as you can tell, it's a little gone, and this always happens, and that's why I always go in with a little extra blush at the end. Because then you set it with a face mist and it stays a little longer. But I always blush a little more at the end. Now we're just missing the eyes. And yesterday I used a different mascara, but you guys, that mascara was impossible to take off. So I'm not even gonna show it to you guys. Well, maybe I should show it to you guys so you don't buy it if you're tempted to buy a mascara, because it looked really good. And once I washed my face, I used an oil which removes everything, and it didn't matter. I kept on washing my face, and like it just was like a plastic stuck to my eyelashes. It was impossible to remove it. It was impossible. This is the cutest Catch Eye Skinny Mascara. This is in this packaging from Misha. So I'm hoping Misha doesn't disappoint me. Look how skinny this is. This is perfect for the under eye lashes, but I don't know if this is gonna work on my upper lashes at all, because there's a lot more lash up here. So let's see if this works. It's probably the skinniest mascara I've ever seen. So let's see if the mascara being skinny is a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, it's like hard for it to grab onto the hairs, and I guess it's because this spoolie is so small that the little spaces in between for it to grab the hairs are very small. Oh my god. You guys, I would definitely recommend this for your bottom lashes, but not really for your upper lashes, because it won't grab all the way up. Oh my god, I was like all the way here. It won't grab all the way up, so I feel like all this area of the lash is like my natural lash. Like it won't, like, see, it comes off. I don't know how to explain it, but it won't like stain the whole lash. What I'm gonna do is kind of almost close my eye and go like this on the ends. Okay. At least I didn't end up with a bunch of mascara on my eyes. I have a tiny bit, but I'll remove that. So maybe applying like a little bunch at the beginning. Like, there we go. Yes. Applying like whatever's on the tip, which is always like a little bunched up. And then going through and okay, so I honestly don't recommend this mascara for regular usage. I recommend this for your bottom lashes. So I'm gonna apply it on my bottom lashes so you guys can see. I'm sure this works really, really well for the bottom lashes. Yes, it does, as I expected it to, because it won't stain your whole eye. Because you know the big spoolies always end up staining your lower eyelid. Well, not always, but to me, most of the time. So this is like a very subtle under eye look. I think we're gonna leave it as it is. And for lips, oh, I thought I brought my lip gloss. But I didn't. So we're just gonna apply more of a lip mask to the lips and do the poses. Because we don't need any setting powder. I'm gonna mist my face. And we're done. This is the Korean Asian look. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Leave it in the comments. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so, so much. It means the world to me. Thank you for everyone who subscribes. I hope that you have fun when you're here on the channel. I hope that you just like chill when you get to see me here and you can just like feel like you're hanging out with a friend. That's like the whole point of why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I'm really passionate about this, and you guys subscribing are helping me like do what I love to do and like just create my dream, you know. So really from the bottom of my heart, thank you for everyone who subscribes, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I think I just said that again and before. Bye guys, take care.